welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Shout from the Heart podcast. We got a lot of things to talk about. Normally, I wouldn't have a lot of things to talk about, but people are just starting 2024 off 4 or 5 days in, and it's really a whole lot to dissect here. Let's start off with something that I didn't have in my notes to talk about, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. The internet breaking because of Cat Williams and him calling out Ricky Smiley, Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, the
I believe it had to be the
comedians,
truth.
everything. You believe it had to be the truth. Why you say that?
I mean, everybody tripping now. Look, that man had something to say. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, but let's not act like just because you're not a fan, don't sell me your story to make me not a fan of Cedric the Entertainer
Right.
or
Well,
Kevin
that's
Hart or
everybody's
everybody's funny in their own way. It's comedy. Just because you did it a certain way and these comics didn't do it the way that you did it. Because all that is just making you look bitter. It's making you look sad. It's making you look petty. Even though you're saying that's not what you are, it's making you seem like that. And here's the sad thing about it is you obviously said you don't do any of this for clout. Well, you just broke the internet with this interview, and I haven't really heard much from you except for the tours you've been doing. I know you're coming to Greensboro here soon. I haven't heard much from you when you've been doing the tours and everything. So, you know,
yeah,
it
he's
seems
gonna get
like
some clout now.
yeah, it seems like
His
you're gonna
name's
get some
everywhere.
clout. Your name is just all in stuff, and you're gonna get a whole lot of attention that you don't want. Ricky Smiley said I can rip and run with the best of them, but he said, you know what? The haters gonna hate, in a sense, and I'm paraphrasing. Yeah, and it's sad we live in a world that we have to explain certain stuff just to clear our name and clear our character. Similar to the situation that I actually do have in my notes. I was just scrolling through the book, Facebook, for those of you who don't know, for those of you who are joining, I'm sorry. I just went into it and didn't give you the name of the podcast or anything. This is Shout from the Heart, episode 22. Thank you for the ones that's watching on YouTube. Thank you for the ones that are watching on TikTok. Now, to the matter at hand. I did an episode back, Justice, that me and you were a part of. I did an episode back. It was about the list of dates, first dates that you don't want to take a woman out on.
Mm-hmm.
These women on these internet are messy again. I told you, it's not even been 3 or 4 days into the new year. We already got mess. Already.
This is new to me.
I shouldn't have no grown man should be flipping my burgers. You should be leaving that to the teenagers. No grown man should be in accounting. You shouldn't be doing that. You should leave that to the older folk. And I just stopped watching it after the whole flipping burgers and retail.
So what do they want you to do? Go sell drugs?
Well, I stopped. Like I said, I stopped watching it after that because
if a man has to work 2 jobs flipping burgers or in an accounting firm making good money, what an idiot. What type of woman is that?
Since when did we let the internet women, that's what I'm gonna call them,
I think that was a clout chaser,
decide? Yeah, that's what we're gonna call them, clout chasers. Since when did we let a clout chaser dictate what we do in life? That's why I don't really pay too much attention to what people say on social media, because half of it is just their own opinion and half of it ain't even fact.
I think they just make up stuff.
You're just saying stuff to be saying stuff and you don't even know what you're saying.
I met your dad and he worked part-time at UPS. He didn't have a whole lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew he had potential. I knew he could be somebody. He went in the military, 15 years, got out, got his degree, master's degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, either
Right.
you're going to work with him or work against him. Nothing. I think right now, like in this day and age, these women are want microwavable men that they can put in the microwave and put it on 3 seconds and boom, they get what they want.
Right, right.
And relationships are not. Relationships take work, and they take a lot of work. I mean, we're 26 years in it, and not every day is perfect. Some days I like him, some days I don't, and vice versa. Some days he likes me, some days he don't. I make mistakes, he makes mistakes. And until people start realizing that it's not a microwave and learn to, the Bible tells us to be content in all that we do and what we have. And I'm content. Like this weekend, I'm so content. I don't have a dime in my pocket, but hey, I'm content. And I think, you got to make the best of things. And it's just getting out of hand with, I can do all bad all by myself. Okay, well, do it alone and be alone and bitter. I mean, I don't know what else to say with some of the stuff that comes out of people's mouths at this point.
Well, I'm going to say it like this, and I had been itching to say it all week up until this point. I've been itching to say it, and I'm going to say it, so I'm going to make some people mad when I say this, but I don't care. It's my podcast. I talk about what I want to talk about. Let me tell you something. Essentially, I have 3 jobs. Count them. 1, 2, 3. 3 jobs.
Music.
What's the first one?
Music.
What's the second one, Justice?
Podcast.
Yes. I don't even see that money right now. You know why? Because it's being saved up for stuff that I need. Okay? I don't see that money just to be spending it frivolously. See, a lot of women out there can appreciate that. But no, not some of these women out here. They want you to spend money all on them. And I ain't saying not to do that, men. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying you got to work within your budget. And you also got to have a woman that understands the situation that you're going through. That's why, I can't understand people who just say, oh, well, I'm a gold digger. That makes me a gold digger for wanting more. No. But the way you act and the way you explain stuff and the way you carry yourself and you talking about you expensive and this, that, and the third. Okay, yeah, that makes you sound like a gold digger. Not that you deserve the best. All women deserve nothing but the best. The Bible say if a man don't work, a man don't eat. But let's stop putting this in this generation's head that providing is all about money. Because it's not. Because women, I got something to tell you.
That gonna pray for you. That's what you sure want. You better want a man gonna seek God first.
You want a man to provide for you, right? Okay, he can provide for you financially, but how else is he providing for you? He can have all the money in the world, but beat you upside your head. He can have all the money in the world, but cheat on you. So there's levels to this.
Thank you, Tad.
Prioritizing, there's levels to this providing, So, what's my third, Justice?
Your third is Bojangles, and then you get school money. So.
Well, that's not job. And
still
unnecessary
get
information,
money,
but still unnecessary information. Still though, yes, I do, and that money's not enough to live off of. That's why I got count them 1, 2, 3 jobs. The most I've made off of music is $300,000 in taxes alone. That's in taxes. I don't see that money. Guess what? Because the IRS takes it. I don't see it. Am I lying? My mom saw the paper. She's like, 300,000. That's good for your first year, and that's extra income. That ain't even considered my income because I make a living off of it, but I'm doing it on the side. I'm not out here touring and doing all that stuff like full-time musicians are doing. I'm just doing that off to the side while doing this podcast on the side while actually having a concrete job.
So Isaiah, the big slider, was it really good patty, or was it hard to get down, the Krabby Patty?
The second time I ate it last night, actually.
He ate it last night?
The first night, actually, I'll go back to the first night. The first night, I just took a chunk out of it. And that wasn't the right way to go about it. It tasted like the regular Krabby Patty, but it wasn't the right way to go about it.
Really?
You know, you
Why?
with a slider like that, you gotta take it apart.
Oh, okay.
Just like the regular Krabby Patties. Sometimes you take it apart and
I'm
just
telling
suck on
y'all.
it, chew on it. You know.
That thing was huge, so when you bit into it, my stomach just turned. But so
Well, it turned because the way.
your recommendation is
take it apart, take the bun, eat that, suck on it, chew on it, whatever. So if that catches anybody off the wrong way, eat on it.
yeah.
Sorry if that catches anybody the wrong way. This is a family show, so I don't want nobody thinking
Crazy.
sort of ways when I say that. But put it in your mouth, savor it. You guys get what I'm trying to say, but I have to put that out there. I have a podcast and image of this podcast that I have, and I don't want nothing
So
like that.
you just ate it and took it apart.
Right, correct.
Oh.
Affirmative.
So yeah, there you go. I did not. So that I did not eat I didn't. Isaiah did. I guess ate all of them, but I didn't. They're too big. Like I just couldn't. There goes Bluey, everybody.
I'm not flicking at her right now. I just got it out. I do have it out like during the sports show and just in my hand like this. I don't do the flicking on camera and stuff like that. She's just out because this is podcast and it makes me feel more professional than I already am. So, but anyway, huge day one Raw news, Raw day one, whatever you want to call it. Huge Raw day one, I guess we'll call it
2024.
2024. And they called it day one because obviously it's the first day of January that it happened and it fell on a Monday. So next year, obviously, you know what they're going to do with the NXT stuff. They're probably going to call it NXT day one or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, we had a surprise return. We were teased by Triple H and the WWE that a former WWE champion was going to be returning at Raw day one. Dude, I don't know what they were doing. Hi, how's it going? I don't know what they were doing, but when you go back and watch it on YouTube, go on WWE's YouTube page, you will be amazed. Everybody knows a certain actor by the name of Dwayne Johnson. But
The Rock.
To those who don't know, before he started acting, he was and will forever be in the WWE fans' hearts, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Does he not go by that for
No,
acting?
That's his nickname. Nah,
Can you smell
Dwayne Johnson.
what The Rock is cooking?
And as soon as that music hit, everybody, if you smell what The Rock is cooking, everybody just,
So he'll be
I
back?
lost my mind. They said he's going to go in Australia at the Elimination Chamber and he's going to fight Roman Reigns.
Who
Now,
is
there's
sexy?
There's other rumors going around saying that he's going to fight him at WrestleMania in Philadelphia at the Link, which them tickets are expensive, so I will be watching it right there in the comfort of that rocking chair sitting behind Mama right there. And, you know, turn it, do what you do. Yeah, that is you see all the games and stuff. That is where action happens. That's where I get most of my thoughts for this podcast is in that rocking chair. But anyway, The Rock had returned. He got all up in Jinder Mahal's face, who trashed the USA, and then all of a sudden he rock bottomed him. Or no, he didn't rock bottom him. He spine busted him, fought him and stuff, and people's elbow, and got him out of the ring. And he said, "Before I go, San Diego, it's been nothing but love, but after that butt whooping that I gave," and I've got the clean version for you, the butt whooping that I gave this guy, it's time for me to go eat. So do you think I should sit in the booth? Everybody's like, yeah. Do you think I should sit at the bar? And everybody's like, yay. Now this is where everybody lost their minds, their ever-loving minds. Or should I sit at the head of the table? Everybody lost their mind. Now Roman Reigns came out on Twitter and just with the laughing emojis.
Oh, really?
So like
he's so
The Rock
sexy, so
is
sexy,
not
so sexy, so sexy.
okay. We get it.
Okay.
The Rock is trying to come for the title, but Roman Reigns is just like, you don't deserve it. You're a joke. You're entertaining. That's what you do. That's your moniker. That's your life. That's your bread and butter. But if you think about it in a weird sort of way, like I told Justice the other day, he really is the head of the table. Roman Reigns, nobody knew you up until a certain point in your career when you was tag teaming with the Shield. And we didn't even really care for you in NXT, so
I thought we were the one.
that's the bloodline. That has nothing to do with the Shield. The Shield was way before the bloodline.
But
the bloodline wasn't even. The bloodline came. That was a name that came from just because they are actual blood. The Owani family is a Samoan dynasty in the WWE. The Owani family in wrestling is the Von Erichs of wrestling. It's the Hart family of wrestling. So, yeah. You got 3 most popular territories of wrestling. You got the Samoan Islands. You got Texas, which has produced the Von Erichs and the Mark Henrys and the JBLs and the Booker T's and Stone Cold Steve Austins, all of whom are WWE Hall of Famers. Then you got the Hart family, of course, Owen Hart, the British Bulldog, God rest his soul. Jim the Anvil Neidhart, who passed away 3 years ago.
Kevin Hart.
Owen Hart. Kevin Hart. Boy, you crazy.
Oh.
It has nothing to do with the Hart family. It is because his last name is Hart. That don't mean nothing.
Oh, he thought
Kevin Hart. Different Hart. We talking about wrestling.
Oh,
I was talking about Kevin Hart.
I was thinking there was like some wrestler named Kevin.
No. You talking about no. Comedian has nothing to do with wrestling. He does like wrestling though.
Yeah.
But he has nothing to do with it as far as him wrestling and being a part of that family. No. He's not even Canadian. He's from Philadelphia. So anyway,
he's huge.
Let's get into the wrap up, so to speak, which is the NFL picks. Of course, the week 18 picks of the NFL, the last week of the regular season. And as we all know, the next week I'll be recapping playoff games, winding down. And don't worry, this is not the only sport I'm going to focus on. I'll focus on
NBA,
the NBA, and
college basketball.
And I've talked a little bit about college.
Oh
basketball
yeah, because your brother had a big deal yesterday.
About?
He played yesterday. Where did he go play?
Oh, you talking about? I thought you were talking about Jay. Like, yeah, you I got 2 brothers now, so you got to be more specific. Oh. Yeah. He had a scrimmage during A&T's homecoming, or not homecoming, but halftime. Sorry,
men's basketball
game. I said homecoming because I was thinking about G-Ho, the greatest homecoming on earth.
Yeah.
Which I don't agree with the acronym, because if you take the G off of G-Ho, what do you get? Something that is very degrading to Black women, but I digress. Not a lot of people do not see it that way.
But it was a really big opportunity for your brother.
Yeah, all eyes on him.
Yeah.
Like Tupac.
All eyes on me. Yep. Yeah. Number 6 was out there.
Yeah. Not Devontae Smith.
Yeah, not Devontae Smith.
Not LeBron James.
Not LeBron James either. No.
But it was Justice Pfeiffer, and he is a Celtics in the 10U.
Yeah, Celtics.
Biggest
and we played against the Warriors. Yeah, buddy. We coming.
And they won the game. The scrimmage. They won the scrimmage. His team did win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, mm-hmm. The Celtics. Yeah, they won the scrimmage. But the scrimmage is scrimmage. Nobody cares.
I know, because those Warriors weren't no joke. They were putting up some points.
No referees, no coaches. Well, there was coaches, but the coaches were just telling them what to do. It was like a kind of like a practice. That's all it was.
It was kind of like they had a little extra practice.
a non-sanctioned match, if you will.
Warriors.
Who are behind us, and it doesn't matter because we're in the playoffs because we won the tournament.
Let's move on. Curry. Let's Curry this.
Curry need to retire. That's what he need to do.
Boy,
that's
dropping 30, 40 points a game.
And still
Sit
losing.
down.
And still losing.
Sit down.
Still losing.
Sit down.
You ain't doing no better than what we doing right now. Y'all on the outside looking in. If the season was to end today, y'all on the outside looking in.
Warriors.
Yeah, they ain't Warriors no more. They must miss Draymond. Hey, Draymond, you might want to
come
back.
No,
come back because they miss you.
I'm over him and his foolishness right now.
Steelers, Ravens.
Of
course. After they dropped 56, 59.
On the Dolphins? I'm trying
Dolphins?
I was like,
the Dolphins?
What
they
happened?
What?
That was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I'm definitely Ravens.
The NFL doesn't agree with you though. One person took the Ravens while the other people took the Steelers.
I don't see that happening.
I don't see it happen.
But let's move on.
I don't. What did I pick? I think I picked the Colts for the show last night with the Texans and Colts, and I think I did.
Will your boy be back, or is he out?
Who, C.J. Stroud?
Yeah. Oh shoot.
I don't know if he will.
If C.J. Stroud, I will pick the Texans because
I'm assuming they will. I'm reading it right now. Texans head coach DeMeco Ryans stated earlier C.J. Stroud has proven to be one of the consistent quarterbacks, but that doesn't necessarily give me a timetable or saying that if he's playing or not.
Yeah, because
those are the two games on Saturday, by the way.
Which is CJ tomorrow. Is playing. I'm going with the Texans because CJ give you everything he got.
Are you even going to sit up and watch the game tomorrow?
Probably not, but I'm just saying.
Okay. But I'm at least going to try to sit up and watch the game.
You're going for the Colts?
Yes, because Gardner Minshew is for real.
Okay. Well, I got a lot of things I can say.
He wasn't for real with us last year, but he's for real.
We're going to see.
Minshew Mania exists, just like WrestleMania. Minshew Mania exists. Let's get into the games for Sunday. The Bucks and the Panthers. The Panthers are just done.
The Panthers are trash.
The Bucks can do whatever they want to do this week, but just know that in playoffs,
we coming.
When we come to Tampa, ain't gonna be like Monday Night Football in week 3. Oh no, it's gonna be a whole lot worse. See, you just squeak by from this butt whooping. You're gonna get a whole lot worse. Cause playoffs, we may not look like nothing right now.
But we're gonna turn it on.
I think we're gonna turn it on, y'all.
Ooh, playoffs.
We coming.
Playoffs. And I get Slay back this week. And Cunningham. Maddox lined up on. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God.
Oh, we need Maddox.
Scared.
We need Maddox.
Y'all are
we
scared.
need
and
Maddox.
I get Dean back in the playoffs.
Woo, woo. That's my baby.
Y'all, ooh, they mad now. They big mad. Oh.
Okay, what's the next game?
The Browns and the Bengals.
I'm feeling the Browns. I'm feeling the Browns.
I might feel the Browns too because I don't know if Joe Burrow playing right now.
I'm in between the Bengals and the Browns.
Joe Burrow played because that quarterback held it down against Kansas City, but he didn't do enough.
Oh, he's right here.
He didn't do enough.
There he goes.
Yeah, they wanted to see me. Sorry. The Lions have to avenge themselves from being cheated in Dallas against the Vikings. Sorry, guys, but Vikings, y'all gonna get smacked around. Well, not smacked around, but you're just gonna get smacked in the face. Just saying. Nobody wants to see this game, and I don't blame the NFL for putting this on off of TV. The Jets and the Patriots. Nobody wants to see this game.
Jets.
Two teams that just are sorry, man. They're trash. They're garbage. But the Patriots gotta get that one. Gotta get that dub. Saints and the Falcons. See, everybody's taking the Saints.
I want
But
the
I
Saints.
no, I want the Falcons, man.
Really?
I'm getting the Falcons, man.
Yeah.
Just off of what
Them
happened
dirty birds.
earlier this year. The Falcons are not the team to just say, okay, we're just going to run over you. I mean, obviously, they beat the Saints the first time. This is in New Orleans, as you Creole folk like to say. New Orleans, as you Creole folk like to say. You know, for those of you who
I
don't
think they'll
know,
win.
that's what they call the New Orleaners down there. Creole. Yeah. Bourbon Street. You know, that's on the bucket list. I go by there by myself and just party down there.
Go
All night long.
carry on.
All night long. And maybe I might find a Popeyes down there. Maybe some gumbo. Maybe I might meet Ray.
Who's Ray?
You know Ray? Going down the bayou.
Oh,
Going
from
down
Princess
bayou.
and the Frog.
Yeah. I might meet Raymond.
You're so silly.
I might see the Shadow Man. what we told you about go messing with the Shadow Man?
Hey,
That's my
baby, how
favorite
are you?
movie.
He's been silly.
I'm sorry, that's my favorite movie, but that
It's my favorite movie. How's it
Well,
your
it's
favorite movie?
because it is
Princess
your
and the
favorite
Frog
movie. That's
It's
why
my favorite.
it's my favorite movie because it's your favorite movie. How
Oh,
about
okay. How sweet. Princess and the Frog is my. I want to see Princess Tiana so bad.
that? I think they're coming out with a real live action movie.
I don't
version
think
of
they
that.
need to do that. Leave that alone.
Well, I think Disney overruled that, and they also I don't know what else can you do with Cars after Lightning McQueen retired? I don't know, but you're making a
is
Cars
it
4.
on? Young Shelton is back. I keep seeing commercials, but I didn't know it's back.
Not into that.
Yeah, we're not into it, but I
I'm not
didn't
into
know.
it. You know what I am into?
What?
Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. That is the only genius I will watch on TV.
What?
Okay. All it is, all Young Sheldon is, and I'm gonna burst people's bubbles. All
It's
Young
your cake
Sheldon
lady.
is,
You better tread lightly. It's your cake lady.
Okay, well I'm sorry, Cake Lady, but I gotta say this. All it is just
She
a
loves
cheap
it.
imitation of
Jimmy
Jimmy Neutron.
Neutron.
That's all it is.
Do
He
they
don't
even
have the
show Jimmy
hair.
Neutron
He don't
anymore?
even. Well, they have it on Nicktoons, but you got to catch it like late at night or early in the morning sometimes on
That was a
Nicktoons.
good one.
But you can get it on Amazon if you have a Paramount Plus subscription on there with it, you know. But all that show is just a cheap imitation of one of the greatest cartoons that Nickelodeon has ever graced us
Hey,
with.
what's the next game?
The Jaguars and the Titans, and we all know
I'm
that
taking the
that
Jaguars.
sunshine is going to show out.
Yeah.
And Dougie P is they're in the playoffs. Okay,
Yeah.
Dougie P, don't sleep on Dougie
Jaguars.
P. Okay, the only reason we got rid of him is the same reason we're gonna get rid of Nick Sirianni if he doesn't change it, is because stubborn.
She said she not making you no cake. You hurt her.
Sorry, but on this podcast you have to open up your ears and open up your heart.
Say, open up the
I
heart.
can't accept that, and my heart is still open.
He said he can accept that and his heart is still open.
Yeah, you know where I got that from? One of the greatest sitcoms of all time, My Wife and Kids.
I love it. Bobby Shaw.
No, that was the season though, but he wasn't in that episode.
Go ahead, babe. What's the next
The
one?
Seahawks and the Cardinals.
Oh,
Ugh,
Seahawks.
Seahawks. We
No.
Seahawks.
No,
We don't want the Seahawks.
Murray is back, as we have
Oh.
saw Sunday afternoon
Well,
while
I
I was in
didn't see.
church, and I was pissed off about it.
We have
How?
defense.
Holding, offense number 68, 10-yard penalty, first down, and then you're gonna try to justify. No. Don't try to
Defense.
justify nothing. Your defense folded like a sack of potatoes. They got mashed,
Yeah.
okay, by a team they should have beat.
Bad.
They should have beat them down. They shouldn't even have had 3 points. We should have shut them out.
Right.
Now we only had 1, 2, 3 and outs in that entire game. You can't tell me that it was the offense. We got creative down there in the red zone. 3 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns came off of Dallas Goedert. 1 touchdown came off of Dallas Goedert, and 2 of them came to Julio Jones.
Right.
And I think the 4th touchdown we had was A.J. Brown.
Right.
So don't tell me that the offense didn't do it, but I'm taking the Cardinals, man. They got nothing to lose. The Seahawks, they in it, or they're in the hunt rather.
Right.
But hey, this game will actually be televised. I did see that the Bears and the Packers, which
Packers.
I want y'all to ride the wave, man.
Because, I do got a gymnast, and we like Simone, so we want Simone's husband to win.
Yeah, that too. But also, you got to understand that.
Oh, shoot. Is it time for me to go get her?
Is it?
She's 30.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I'm getting ready to end it now, if you let me.
Okay.
The Packers, I'm not going with them just because off of Simone Biles' husband, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going off of them because what happens next week as it stands. Because I doubt any major things will change as far as playoffs will be concerned. We're going to play in Tampa Bay. That's not going to change unless they lose to the Panthers, and they're not going to lose to the Panthers. They're not. And unless if the Falcons beat the Saints, then they'll take the division, which means we'll have to go to Atlanta. It doesn't really matter. We're going to play somebody from the NFC South. So it doesn't really matter. But I know who the Packers are going to play. And it doesn't matter if Aaron Rodgers is behind the center or if Jordan Love is behind the center. Jordan Love and Dak Prescott. Now, y'all riding a hot hand, cake lady. You riding a hot hand after y'all cheated. Because you cheated. Don't say you didn't. You cheated. And you lied. And now the Packers will hurt your pride.
I hope so. Let's go, Jordan Love.
Yes, sir. Kansas City and Chargers. I mean, do we even really have to do
Kansas City.
Kansas
City. I don't see
well,
them not having it.
There's 3 analysts on here that I see are picking the Chargers. And only 2 of them are picking the Chiefs. And that's understandable because the Chiefs and the Eagles have struggled this season. The records may be winning, but the receiver talent on Kansas City minus the defensive talent on the Eagles is just terrible.
Terrible. Our defense is...
Another, and that was a division game before that. Another division game real quick. Broncos, Raiders, nobody cares.
Yeah, I'm pissed off about the Broncos letting my buddy sit down and crap. But
hey, when he decides to show up and show out like the Russell we know, then and only then will he be justified. And besides, his teammates don't have his back. He just went to the Broncos just for money. What he need to do is stop shooting up Sierra's club all night and stop knocking the boots and focus on football. That's what you need to do because every time I turn around, you got another kid coming somewhere.
Moving on.
New York barely beat us last time. And oh my God.
That we beat them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we
Or
won.
we barely beat them. I'm sorry.
I don't know what we're like a bunch of freaking Skittles. You never know which color you're grabbing.
I'll have the red, white, and blue flavors.
Right.
Because that's what we're playing right now.
Yeah.
Can we eat those? Or no, we're done.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We just
49ers who, after we lost to the Cardinals and they beat the Commanders, shocker, locked up the number 1 seed in home field advantage.
Yeah, like, did we even think that was going to be different? Like, if Dallas is automatically win, like, I don't see the Commanders even putting a dent into them. So, like, let's not even talk about that.
You remember what happened last year? Around this time, that was the last game of the season, and the Commanders they're going to lose to the Cowboys. The Cowboys are better than them. And then Dak Prescott threw about how many interceptions? I think it was 4 or 5.
I don't think he's going to do it. I don't think he's going to do it.
He did it, Mama. He did it against the Lions.
Dallas will win.
He did it against the Lions, and that is sacrilege. Don't get up off my bed. Get off that blanket. You don't deserve to be an Eagles fan talking like that.
I I'm just being realistic.
No. Oh no.
Queen, I got
Oh
you.
no. And Dad went to go get her, so you don't got to worry about nothing. See there?
That ain't
I heard the door close.
I heard his keys.
Well, I heard his keys too. See, I heard his keys. Don't try to play.
Everyone can hear.
See,
his
and
keys.
the truck going. See, I heard the truck. Yeah. So I'm gonna finish this out and take my time with this now. The Rams and the 49ers. We all know that the 49ers is gonna win.
Yeah.
But let's just say if the Rams, because the Rams are in the playoffs, they do have to play the Lions as it's slated right now.
Yep, that was him.
So.
Oh yeah, that little tick is Drake, you guys. I don't know why.
They always have to tick.
He waits till
Now
we're on the
everybody-
podcast. But there he goes. If you can see.
Cake Lady, I will give you some props. Okay? I'll give you
It's
some
like
props on
we talked
some
about
stuff.
him and he wants to come to the front of the tank. So
Now, I like Dak Prescott. I like Dakota. I like him. You know,
we
I
just
like
hate
his.
the
I
team.
like this whole Kate. I like the whole style. Yeah, here we go. I wonder if he do that off field.
Nah, I doubt it.
I wonder if he does. Yeah, here we go. He could be just in the shower, just doing that.
I doubt it.
Just be practicing, just be like, yeah.
Even though,
here we go.
congratulations to him, he's about to be a daddy. That's something beautiful.
Oh yeah, and I like Lamb. I like Parsons. I like Diggs.
Yes, I do.
I like Lawrence, and I like Vander Esch. I like Vander Esch though, not because he's just a good player, because the
Hair.
neck pad, the back pad, whatever. It looks cool. Oh my goodness! I just want one to make myself look cool. But yeah, the analysts say that the Cowboys are going to win, but we've seen stranger things happen at the last week of the season now.
Yep.
Everybody's picking the Sunday night football game, the Bills, but there's one person that's picking the Dolphins, you know?
Yeah, after that,
I'm gonna go.
fiasco they had there.
I'm picking the
gonna
Bills,
go
man.
with the
And
Bills.
yes, Isaiah will be having hot chocolate
Right
after
now.
this, probably.
Right now, because it has been episode 22 of the podcast called Shout from the Heart. And I'm out of here.
See you guys. You had 126 viewers.